शर्मा जी थारी लुगाई लागे तो मेरी जैसी, पर मैं थारी लुगाई नासू। मेरा नाम तुम्हारी कुसुम सांगवान से, यो मेरी सहेली से पिंकी। हम दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी रामजस कॉलेज में पढ़सू। स्पोर्ट कोड से एडमिशन लिया, नेशनल लेवल के एथलीट जिला जज्जर 124507 और फोन नंबर में 2 कोना।
आज हम जानेंगे कि मिस इंडिया बनना ज़्यादा मुश्किल है या यूपीएससी क्रैक करना। आज हमारे साथ हैं वेरी ब्यूटीफुल मिस तस्कीन खान, हु इज़ करंटली सर्विंग एज एन IRMS ऑफिसर। वेलकम मिस तस्कीन खान।
थैंक यू सो मच
एंड थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग हेयर।
थैंक यू शबाना।
मैम, आपकी यूपीएससी जर्नी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई? आप इस सब के बारे में कुछ बताना चाहेंगी?
Okay. So talking about UPSC, I had no clue that I'm gonna give this exam. And start कैसे हुई उससे ज़्यादा बड़ा question है कि where I was and how difficult it was to start this new thing. So basically, while I was in my college, I had no idea what this exam is and how I am going to enter in this exam. But when I was into some other field, like I was into this pageantry thing, through that, I came to know about this field. There was an Instagram follower who was an officer who was training in Labasna at that time. He told me about this exam. I got really impressed by looking at his profile and everything when I Googled about this exam. And this is when this was a time when I was actually going through a very much, a difficult phase. I failed so many things. I wanted to go in some other field, but I couldn't go there because of certain things. And at that point, I had nothing in my hand. So, and of course, the biggest thing was that I had like a lot of family responsibilities. तो उसके बाद मुझे ऐसा लगा कि I need something stable. And going for government exam would be a good thing. So not per se UPSC I had in my mind, but I wanted to get into some job. But then this is how things unfold later. I got into the preparation, came to know about Hajj House through a person, gave the exam, gave my 4 attempts, finally landed up in it.
मतलब ये आपने स्टेट पीसीएस भी अटेम्प्ट किए हैं साथ में?
हाँ यार, not just state PCS, I have attempted like the CDS I have attempted. I gave, I think I was, that was my last and the first attempt. I gave just one attempt and I was so crazy about these government exams. I couldn't give my SSB because I had my UP PCS mains at the same time. But I have attempted, I think, so many government exams because I wanted to get into something. And I always had this thing in my mind that everything gives you a motivation. And UPSC journey has been very long for me. It was for 4 years.
Yes.
Like 4 साल के बाद भी पता नहीं था कि whether I'll be in the list or not. And I failed my first stage only. Like previous 3 attempts, I couldn't even clear the prelims. So of course, I had this thing in my mind कि what if things go wrong? What if, I mean, I remember जब मेरा UPSC का इंटरव्यू था 15 मार्च को, उससे पहले आई थिंक SSC का phase 2 का कोई एग्जाम था, and it has this typing thing in it which you have to qualify, and I have never been good with computers. And I remember that both the exams were like equally important for me, the UPSC interview also and this SSC ka typing exam also. So I was like, I actually divided my day into 2 equal parts. I never have this priority ki UPSC is a big priority for me and SSC is not. I just wanted to get into something. So I used to practice typing a lot, and half of a day I used to do my mirror practice, current affairs and other things for the UPSC interview. So this was a thing in my mind that every exam is equally important because my goal is that I want to like earn for my family. I want to do something for my family. I wanted to get into a job. But then it was my luck, I would say. Of course, hard work is another thing, but it was my luck, and I don't know what other thing I should say, that I finally landed up in UPSC, getting the best job in the country. But I have given equal respect to each and every exam which I've ever given.
कोई ऐसी पर्टिकुलर जॉब जो आपको चाहिए होती इस यूपीएससी के थ्रू? जैसे लोगों को आईपीएस चाहिए होता है, बेसिकली डेजिग्नेशन चाहिए, एक बड़ा आईएएस चाहिए होता है, कुछ ऐसा था?
यार, every single person in this UPSC thing enters for IAS. So of course I also wanted that. I mean, when I gave my interview, तो लगता है ना दिमाग में, nobody thinks कि you will land up in any other service. You think कि oh my god, I wish, भगवान से भी आप यही दुआ मांगते हैं कि आप IAS बन जाएं. तो of course मेरा भी वही ख्वाब था कि बिल्कुल। बट फिर वही था कि दिमाग में ये भी था कि आई हैव नॉट परफॉर्म दिस मच वेल इन माय एग्जाम, एंड आई एम नॉट अमंग द वेरी ब्राइटेस्ट students of this country. So I had this thing in my mind that I know my caliber, I have just done it, and God has been like very graceful मेरे लिए, तो I shouldn't expect that much. So I used to pray, मतलब मुझे अभी भी याद है when my result was about to come next day, क्योंकि वो थोड़ा थोड़ा पता लग जाता है कि हाँ रिजल्ट आ जाएगा. For the whole night I was sitting in sajda कि अल्लाह मियाँ कुछ तो मिल जाए, कोई कोई सर्विस भी चलेगी, कुछ भी बस आप डाल दें मेरा नाम, बस आप डाल दें. तो हाँ, सपना तो सबका होता है कि ऑफ कोर्स IAS बने यार, यू नो, यू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपोजर, यू गेट टू नो, you get to work with, you know, different departments, you're working in diverse fields, but then you land up in a service, you land up in UPSC, and then when you do your own work, when you get recognized, or when I get recognized as an IRMS officer, oh my god, I feel so proud on it. And I guess all the services in UPSC, and not just in UPSC, in UPPC or anywhere, they give you huge respect. They give you a lot of scope to work, and of course your dreams are something, but then you end up in something and you should be like
सबसे
satisfied
बड़ी
with
बात है
that.
सेल्फ
Yes,
डिपेंडेंसी
definitely.
देते हैं.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, and for a woman it's very important.
It's very
For a
important.
very important. And today we are I think we are shooting it on International Women's Day only, so yes, we should talk about it.
हैप्पी वुमेन्स डे.
Same to you.
फिर आपने सेल्फ प्रिपरेशन किया या फिर कोचिंग वगैरह ली थी?
Yeah, I have taken coaching, and I started. So did start with that self preparation wala thing, because I was coming from a very different field, and this thing was very new for me. And so I did had a direction that because that sir only, you know, I talked about. He said ki there are some basic books which you have to read, and there are some NCERTs which you have to read. तो basic books पढ़ने का तो इतना अकल मुझ में नहीं था. I just had a sort of reading. Nothing was there in my mind, but NCERTs समझने की क्षमता तो मेरे अंदर थी. तो I somehow completed my NCERTs in the first year of preparation, and I gave my attempt, couldn't crack it, but the same year I gave Hajj House wala exam. So I landed up in a safe place. So when I landed up in Hajj House, तो वहाँ पे मुझे पता चला कि this is the right direction, this is how you have to prepare. तो फिर वहाँ से ये था कि GS तो निकल जाता था, बट आई हैड सम इशू इन CSAT, तो आई couldn't clear prelims, but I ended up at a good place by doing that self preparation वाला thing.
फिर वहीं से आपका जीएस का कवर कंप्लीट हो गया था?
हाँ यार, मतलब आई विल गिव माय मतलब सक्सेस का जो एक बहुत ही बोलते 70% क्रेडिट आई विल गिव टू हज हाउस, बिकॉज दे हैव एक्चुअली शोन मी द राइट डायरेक्शन, हाउ यू हैव टू मेक नोट्स, हाउ यू हैव टू क्रैक प्रीलिम्स. नो, प्रीलिम्स इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट नॉलेज, you have to see the options, you know, you have to see the old year papers, you have to do a lot of techniques on questions, and a lot of stuff. Like paper is easier than we think. ये सब मुझे पता चला इन हज हाउस कि हाउ यू हैव टू हैंडल द क्वेश्चंस एग्जैक्टली. वो मेरी कमी है कि आई नेवर वर्कड ऑन CSAT, एंड बट येस हज हाउस से एक सही डायरेक्शन मिली. तो फिर वहाँ से जामिया RCA का पता चला, तो अगले साल फिर ठीक है और अच्छी जगह पे चले गए, वहाँ पे मेंस के बारे में बहुत सारी चीज़ें पता चली. तो मुझे लगता है कि जो भी हो रहा था वो एक वजह से हो रहा था. एक जगह प्रीलिम्स प्रिपेयर हो गया, दूसरी जगह मेंस प्रिपेयर हो गया, फिर फाइनली आई गेव माई फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट ऑफ UPPCS. और through these institutes I was able to go till interview level वहाँ पर, but I couldn't crack it again. But yes, institutes have supported me a lot.
जो आप बता रहे सबसे पहले आपको गाइड किया था, दे गिव यू द बुक लिस्ट, है ना? कैन यू शेयर दिस प्लीज?
I did not have a book list, I would say. They just told the basic books are same, like we all talk about them, ठीक है?
Yeah.
But they do tell me how you have to study. And सबसे बढ़िया बात जो थी ना हज हाउस की, वो ये थी कि the people who are already selected, you know, they come and they mentor you. And when that mentorship is coming na, you are able to grasp thing more clearly. And the major thing which they did was ki they shared the PDF of their notes, like how they used to study. So that is what helped us more. So yes, I did read the basic books, but my main source was those notes which I was given in Hajj House, which these mentors have shared us. तो वो मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर बुक लिस्ट इज सेम, लाइक other people also read the same thing, you know, what you have to read, NCRTs, Lakshmikant, and you know, Spectrum and other things. But then how you have to consolidate it, that is your art. So this is what we were taught in Hutch House. So this is I mean, books are just same, which everybody has read. Books are same, and I cannot recall each and everything because I've cleared in 2022.
Yeah.
तो उतना clearly मैं नहीं बता सकती, but I have like the most basic books, and I'm not a bookish person, so I've made my एक दो reading के बाद ही I've made my own notes, repeated them, revised them, like I don't know, 50 times, 75 times, I don't know. But yes, I mean, those notes were like everything for me, and I did not see anything else. उन notes के अलावा मैंने कभी कुछ नहीं देखा. If you ever visit me, if you ever like meet me, I'm gonna show you my notes. I still have them. I carry them with me. I don't know why what motivation they gave me, but I do carry them with me
अच्छा लगता है
everywhere.
ना, हमने इतना इतना सारा पढ़ा, उसमें से कंसाइज करके
हाँ.
छोटे से नोट्स
I
बनाए
had
and
a-
I cracked the exam.
Yeah, I remember मेरे ना notes बहुत famous हो गए थे एक point के बाद, because of course I've been in like so many institutes. तो एक रेड कलर की नोटबुक थी सोशियोलॉजी की, तो उसमें सोशियोलॉजी का अलग अलग जगह से इकट्ठा किया हुआ सारा माल मैंने लिखा हुआ था. एंड माय फ्रेंड्स यूज्ड टू से, आई ऑलवेज सी यू विद द सेम बुक, with the same notebook, you are always reading this. And then I had a small diary of my ancient history, modern history, and medieval history and art and culture. That small diary, it had everything. भले ही उसमें छोटे छोटे sticky notes होंगे, but it had everything. तो my notes were like they were very मतलब famous among all these RCA people, because I always used to read from those notes only. And
क्यूट
they
क्यूट माइनी माइनी छोटे
बहुत
छोटे.
प्यारे प्यारे थे, और I miss them a lot, so I मतलब every now and then I keep on looking at them. अच्छा ये तब तो फटीचर से हो गया, because of course इतने पन्ने पलटे गए उनके. But मतलब सीखने वाला ज्ञान यहाँ से ये है कि always have your own thing, always stick to it and keep repeating it, because जो आपके पास है ना वो शायद दूसरों के पास ना हो. And then you have that pictorial memory, and when you are writing mains or anything ना, you just remember what is there in your notes. It's very hard that you remember any new thing which you have read. So always stick to your basics, I would say.
Exactly. Means कितना important होता है आपके हिसाब से to prepare the UPSC? मतलब कितना percentage of preparation we should have to focus on the mains?
I would say, okay, so how I approached it, because I took 4 years. तो पहला साल was totally focused on prelims. ठीक है, couldn't clear it. Second year again, mains को I gave like 70% of my time, and then 30% was for prelims, but I failed in it. Couldn't crack CSAT. So I would say that it depends on you. But mains is again very important. I mean, mains actually makes your real cutoff. मतलब whether you'll clear it or not, it is based on your mains. So of course, you have to prepare your optional very nicely. You have to prepare all the GS paper very nicely, and to prepare them very nicely, it's very important that you start writing as early as possible. And this is what actually helped me. I did not write much in my like first 2 or 3 attempts, but in my 4th attempt, I've crossed all the limits of writing, and I've written a lot. And somehow, when I was writing for UP PCS and other things, I was able to write like 20 papers approx. So that practice also helped me. So I would say that mains is really important. Give when you are starting your preparation, give most of your time to mains, and it's good. I mean, if you have that analysis wala thing and other thing, so it also helps you understand prelims better. So give your time, like when you are starting, give your 70% of time to mains. It is somehow preparing your prelims wala part also, and then धीरे धीरे करके you are able to grasp all those facts and everything.
And we should go to the mocks for the mains.
Yes, definitely mocks यार जितने हो सके लिखो, I would say.
Mocks or
Right.
PYQs.
बिल्कुल write as much as you
What
can.
about the optional then? मतलब what percentage you are providing for the optional?
यार स्टार्टिंग में मेरी प्रिपरेशन थोड़ी अलग तरीके से चली. मतलब पहले साल मुझे ये भी नहीं पता था कि which optional I'm gonna take. And second year में I gave a lot of time to optional, because I did not have any particular source to read it from. So I gave it like, I don't know, 4-5 months to optional when I was in Hutch House. But then my study hours used to be a lot. So in Hutch House I just used to sleep for 4 hours, I guess. And 6 hours की class के बाद I used to dedicate my very good amount of time for optional, then very good amount of time for prelims, because Haj House mein you get trained for prelims very nicely. और and हर 2 दिन 3 दिन बाद you have to solve the mocks. तो उस समय I used to study my prelims वाला part also, and I was making my these optional के notes also. तो वो जो इस साल का सेकेंड ईयर का मेरा जो जितना भी स्ट्रेस था मैंने अपने आप को दिया, और सिर्फ ये जो 3-4 घंटे सोना, इट हेल्प माई थर्ड ईयर ऑफ प्रिपरेशन. And somehow I had my all notes ready in my third year of preparation, and I was able to read them again and again. So I would say that good amount of time has to be given to optional, and because my preparation strategy was according to the institutes, I was doing it accordingly. But yes, I mean, I think 4 to 5 months any optional if you are starting, उतना तो जाएगा ही.
उतना काफ़ी है, 4 to 5 months.
Yes, I mean, not just optional, but 4 to 5 months for getting into the optional, understanding it, writing at least few questions of it, understanding the PYQ, and then also balancing your GS with that, not just optional. But yes, I think 4-5 months आपको एक अच्छा introduction मिल जाता है. You come to know about it. You get a very good, not, I won't say you get a whole hold on it, but आपको समझ में आ जाता है that whether you can carry it throughout or not. So you have chosen an optional, then give a good amount of time on it, because of course it's decide a lot of your marks.
इसमें रट्टाफिकेशन का कितना रोल होता है, क्योंकि एज यू नो साइंस बैकग्राउंड वाले बच्चे ज़्यादातर सोचते हैं कि हाँ जीएस है थोड़ा अलग होता है और रट्टाफिकेशन वाला हिसाब किताब चलता है, तो वो क्या मतलब कैसे कर सकते हैं उसको फाइट?
I would say it's a mix of both. I am a lot of रट्टाफिकेशन वाली लड़की. I have been like this since my school. So that thing works also. I mean, there are certain facts which you have to write in mains, but this is supplementary. So you have to combine both the things. If you're dealing with a question, for example, in mains, first you will understand it. You will then supplement it with your रट्टाफिकेशन वाले facts. So yes, रट्टाफिकेशन is important. I mean, there are certain things which should be there in your mind. And मेरे लिए वो ज़्यादा important इसलिए था because I have been good in it. So I'm able to memorize a lot of things. तो sometimes through those रट्टाफिकेशन वाले facts, मुझे अपना main point याद आता था कि okay, this was the main point which I want to mention in this answer because I remember this fact. So this is how I did. I wrote my point and then I for example करके fact लिख दिया या कोई कुछ और example लिख दिया, कोई report mention कर दी. तो yes, I mean मेरे मेंस में मैंने ये सबसे बड़ी चीज़ की थी कि I remembered a lot of facts and figures and quotes and everything, whatever is there. I used to have the 6 hours of timetable हर दिन. Like 2-3 दिन में मैं papers तो लिखती थी, but this 6 hours were just dedicated for the facts. So I had this GS3 के facts, GS1 के facts, subject wise, GS2 के facts, मेरे optional के facts, मेरे optional का flow chart, मेरे optional के perspective, so everything was there on my walls. And I used to like 6 hours dedicatedly, वो हर दिन करने से फिर वो चीज़ stick हो गई मेरे दिमाग में. फिर that thing helped me a lot in my mains.
जो अक्सर लोग बोलते हैं 18 घंटे पढ़ना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ है? मतलब if you are not studying for 18 hours a day or 16 hours a day, then you are not good for the UPSC.
So I would say that depends on, of course, individual caliber, but not 18 घंटे, but a good amount of time has to be given when you are starting the preparation. And this is the thing, like the people who are able to crack it in their first attempt, they might have started their preparation पहले ही 2-3 साल से. Like इस preparation में time लगता है यार. And in the first year of preparation, you have to give that good amount of hours to your studies. और वो मतलब that is not in your hand, that you have to do, that is like compulsion. ठीक है, वो आपको करना ही पड़ता है first year में, because there is a lot to read. You have to do mains, you have to do prelims, you have like so ample of subjects, और पूरे diverse हैं हर तरीके से, तो आपको time देना पड़ेगा. फिर जब आप पहला साल अपना गुजार लेते हैं अच्छे तरीके से, फिर दूसरे साल में आते हैं तो चीज़ें थोड़ी रिलैक्स होती हैं. फिर धीरे धीरे करके आपका एक शेड्यूल बन जाता है कि हाँ अब मैं इतना भी करूंगा तो चीज़ें तो मेरे दिमाग में है। कई बार आपको अपने नोट्स की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती, आप ऐसी नोट्स सामने रख के पहले पेज पे ही है, दूसरे पेज पे ही है, तीसरी पेज पे ही है, ऐसे भी रिवाइज कर लेते हैं। So it depends on the level of preparation you are, and never get, I would say to all the aspirants कि कभी भी किसी की वो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट सेकंड अटेम्प्ट वाली जर्नी से ना अपने आप को डिसहार्टन मत करो, क्योंकि they might have started too early. You know, some people started in their 12th standard also. I mean, I would say that journey has been like very difficult for people. So the people who are able to crack in their earlier exams, they might have like उनकी सारी चीज़ें बिल्कुल अलाइन हो गई होंगी और उन्होंने भी प्रिपरेशन में स्टार्टिंग वाले ईयर में उतना ही टाइम दिया होगा. नाउ देयर आर पीपल हु आर जस्ट स्टार्टिंग देयर प्रिपरेशन. सम पीपल स्टार्टेड एट द एज ऑफ 25 आफ्टर लीविंग अ पर्टिकुलर जॉब. सो दे विल ऑफ कोर्स डेफिनेटली पहले साल में वो ज़्यादा टाइम देंगे, दूसरे साल में फिर थोड़ा कम. उस हिसाब से होती है चीज़ें.
मैंने आपकी एक मंडली के बारे में बहुत सुना है, विश्वास नाटक नुक्कड़ मंडली.
अरे बाप रे, तुमने कहाँ से निकाली है खोज खबर?
तो वो जो आपका अंदर मतलब उसके लिए मोटिवेशन आया था टू डू समथिंग फॉर द सोसाइटी, वो कैसे आया? मतलब एक्चुअली व्हाट यू वांटेड टू डू?
Okay. So, this society thing, okay. Personal experience, if I would share. So, at my home, or you know, owing to my maybe you can say religion or certain things, I always had this thing in my mind ki things are somewhere not right, you know. And I'm not saying this particularly about religion. I'm talking about certain dogmas which are always I mean, maybe they surround a women a lot, you know. And since my childhood, I have faced certain, or I've seen certain things at my own house which have not like very much impressed me. I've never had a good childhood, and while growing up, I had this sort of aggression in my head that whatever has happened till now with me, or whatever has happened around with me, it doesn't look good. I mean, it doesn't look cool to me. Okay, I may not know जब मैं 5-6 साल की थी कि whatever was happening was right or wrong, but I did know that this is not good. I mean, I do not like this. So while growing up, I always had this aggression in my mind. So in my school, I used to do a lot of debating, and I was always the most aggressive debater amongst all. And because of that, I was able to win it. But I have always been very convicted, you know, ki this is my point, and I want to prove it. Okay. And even if I do not have a fact to back my points up, I always used to you know, put a point which actually makes the person think ki haan, she's saying right, you know, maybe it's her personal experience. So I always had that thing in my mind. So when I entered in my college, I saw that yes, there are some people who are interested in these kind of thrilling things. So Dehradun mein utna nukkad natak ka culture tha nahi, but I thought ki okay, I will start it now. So I collected some like-minded people, and we organized. I remember our first play, it was on alcohol and this Dhumrapan and everything, and we did it. And the second play was again on we like took some striking issues: rape, domestic violence not just in you know, lower societies, but in upper societies, how it happened behind the curtains. Every single thing we tried to portray. So I guess the motivation which you talk about, it came from my childhood. Growing up, I did not find things good which were happening around me, and that then वो चीज़ आगे आने लगी फिर. And but I won't say that that thing was a driving force for UPSC मेरे लिए. But yes, I wanted to do certain things. I wanted to raise certain issues. So that is why I tried कि ठीक है, ये एक नुक्कड़ नाटक मंडली बनाते हैं, and let's experiment this.
आई थिंक इट वाज अमेजिंग बिकॉज उस टाइम पे ऐसे थॉट होना बहुत रेयर है, बहुत
रेयर. I was very rebellious. I mean, I was someone जिसको लगता था यार things are not happening right in my college, so चलो इलेक्शन में खड़े हो जाते हैं. So I even stood up in elections. So I used to do, I don't know, हर चीज़. I mean, I was someone who was doing NCC. I was someone who was doing NSS. I was someone who was doing Bharat Scouts and Guides. I mean, just for I don't know what. I mean, I've been that, I've always had that energy inside me that I just want to put it out. I mean, I don't know how things are going to unfold, but I just want to do it. I mean, if I don't find anything right around me or something, I just try to make it right anyhow. And I always think about it a lot. And I feel you still have that same energy. I get that energy from you.
That's why I told you,
Yeah.
I can connect you.
Yeah,
because
definitely. I mean,
know.
because you search for that question, no? You might have read about it and you find that area very interesting.
एथिक्स पेपर कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, उसके लिए क्या क्या रिसोर्सेज आपने फॉलो किए थे?
Ethics, like every paper, it is also important, but इसमें जो है आपके efforts थोड़े से कम लगते हैं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है personally. And it's easy to tackle. मेरे लिए it was easy to tackle because I had a bit of command over language. And sources की अगर हम बात करें तो I have been like very open when it comes to ethics. I have used everything, like every quote I've used. I've used my sociology wale perspectives in ethics. I've used examples. I've used a lot of examples. Philosophy. So what I did was that I made my 10-12 pages ke notes, and on every page I had like examples. I have ethics ke words. I had philosophers ke perspectives, kuch sociologists ke perspectives jo ki I could have used in it. So I think ethics mein, if you memorize examples, and examples you'll find in newspapers, you'll find on like I found on Instagram. Like I found a lot of examples on Instagram. I used to follow this page, The Better India karke, and they always used to showcase a lot of stories and everything. I always used to write ki haan, this I can write in you know, maybe in honesty and integrity. This I can write in dedication to the duty or anything. So yes, I've been like very open when it comes to sources. I've used Bollywood celebrities in my answers. I've used animals in my answers. I've used everything in ethics. So yes,
रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल भी काम कर सकते हैं, मतलब
I would say do not go for like personalized examples itna, but yes, if some IAS has done some good work, or if you know some person, some NGO is doing really good work, so you can quote it. So always keep on searching for examples, keep on looking for good examples.
और न्यूज़पेपर अगर चूज करना हो तो विच इज़ गुड फॉर द प्रिपरेशन? लाइक कुछ लोग बोलते हैं द हिंदू, कुछ लोग बोलते हैं एक्सप्रेस, कुछ तो दोनों पढ़ते हैं.
Okay. So I was the person who never read a newspaper. I may not be the right person to tell you this, but what should I say about newspaper? During my interview I did read Hindu as well as the Indian Express, and I did not read it per se. I used to just see the perspective, and that you can find in many YouTube videos also. So I was not the person who was very much impressed or attracted towards this newspaper thing. My daily target was that I have to be aware about the current happenings which are going on, and secondly, I used to read these magazines and everything for the current affairs. And at the end of the year, शून्य का जो वो compiled आता है, काफ़ी मोटी किताब होती है वो, that helped me in revising all the things. And I read it like twice or thrice, और prelims के लिए उतना मुझे suffice लगा. And for interview, yes, for perspectives I did read newspaper, मतलब just for the perspective thing. And that was not, क्योंकि interview में आपके पास उतना time भी होता है, and you can give 2 newspapers को time. But I won't say just कि every day you read 2 newspapers. 1 newspaper is more than enough, and give it half an hour, just skim through it. क्योंकि अगर आप काफ़ी टाइम से पढ़ रहे हैं तो it's good. Many people say Indian Express is a bit balanced one, so go for it. But just go for 1 newspaper. I mean, sometimes people find it very tough to read Hindu because of the language also. You know, you can't like find very easy English in the editorials of the Hindu. And some people also have this perspective that they are serving a bit of extreme view, right? So go for the safe newspaper, go for Indian Express, spend half an hour or so on it.
वो दूसरा मिक्सअप थॉट प्रोसेस भी हो जाता है ज़्यादा न्यूज़पेपर अगर आप पढ़ोगे.
Exactly. Just go for one and keep your mind clear that you just have to read it for what? For awareness. For awareness. That is it. Do not like expect anything out of it. Okay, if you see something exceptional coming in it, like some example which you can read, which you can actually write in your answer, or maybe something or some perspective which you can actually mention if some or the other topic comes, so you can of course write it. But usko bas aise just use it. Newspaper is just for awareness. if you'll use it like that. मतलब sources तो यार बहुत सारे हैं, like current affairs के लिए you can read a lot of magazines and other things, or generally if you will have this thing in mind, so magazines actually cover almost everything whatever is being mentioned in newspaper.
Yeah.
And generally questions come from it in prelims and in mains also.
ने UPPCS और UPSC दोनों दिए हैं, आपको क्या इजी लगा? और बेसिकली एस्पिरेंट को UPSC अगर कर रहे हैं तो साथ में UPPCS भी देना चाहिए कि नहीं?
यार मेरा सिनेरियो वाज टोटली डिफरेंट. लाइक मैं एग्जाम इसलिए दे रही थी बिकॉज आई नीडेड अ जॉब. So I gave like all the exams, not all the exams per se, but yes, I gave Haryana PCS, I gave UK PCS का prelims P, I gave UP PCS का prelims P. But एक point के बाद, like 2 साल मैंने preparation में डाले. तीसरे साल जब मुझे लगा कि नहीं हो रही है चीज़ें, तब मुझे लगा कि this is a time, when I should also start searching for new things. तो उसके बाद फिर मैंने ये बाकी के एग्जाम्स भी देने स्टार्ट किए. और UP PCS उस समय का अगर मैं बात कर रही हूँ, अभी तो आई थिंक पैटर्न चेंज हो गया है, बट उस समय इट रियली हेल्प मी टू बिल्ड अ गुड बेस फॉर UPSC. आई वॉज वेरी न्यू टू आंसर राइटिंग, एंड व्हेन आई रोट आंसर्स फॉर UP PCS आई एक्चुअली हैड मतलब मैंने कुछ 20-25 पेपर लिखे थे UP PCS के लिए. आई एक्चुअली गॉट एन आइडिया कि ठीक है, एक रियल एग्जाम सेटिंग में बैठ के आप एग्जाम कैसे देते हो. एंड दैट थिंग, वो जो 3 घंटे आपके पास बहुत लिमिटेड टाइम होता है, आपको रिवाइज करना है उसमें ही सारा अपना जो भी सेकेंड हाफ में पेपर होने वाला है, तो वो एक बहुत अच्छी प्रैक्टिस मुझे UP PCS ने कराई. आई कुडंट क्रैक ऑफ कोर्स फाइनली इंटरव्यू के देने के बाद भी, बट अगर मैंने वो नहीं दिया होता तो आई एम नॉट श्योर मेरा UPSC होता या नहीं होता. तो मैं अगर ये बोलना चाहूँ तो यही बोलूँगी कि अगर आपने एक गुड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम दे दिया है UPSC को, एंड यू रियली नीड अ जॉब इन योर लाइफ, देन नो जॉब इज स्मॉलर. आई मीन डू ट्राई फॉर स्टेट PCS. they have ample of opportunities, I guess.
प्लान बी की कितनी इम्पोर्टेंस होती है?
I would say, so okay, if I talk about my scenario, in my case UPSC turned out to be a plan B. I had something else in my mind. Okay, I wanted to do something else, and I was trying to get into that field a lot. So then when things did not happen rightly, then I thought ki okay, now let's switch to studies and do it. But if you're particularly asking about UPSC, that plan B UPSC में important है या नहीं है, after a point of time है important, क्योंकि certainty नहीं है. ठीक है, तो दे लो यार, मतलब 1 साल दे लो, 2 साल दे लो, चलो 3 साल भी दे लो, बट उसके बाद have a plan B. Because कहीं खुदा ना खास्ता ऐसा हो जाए कि ये भी हाथ में नहीं है, ये भी हाथ में नहीं है, यूथ भी चला गया, सारे साल चले गए पढ़ाई में. तो do have a plan B after your second year of preparation, I would say. And maybe मेरे लिए state PCS वो plan B बन के आए, if you particularly talks about UPSC. तो I think it's important. You need that comfort at your side कि okay, ये नहीं हुआ तो ये है. Then you are also very much mentally relaxed. But I would say there are other kind of people also. Like for example, if you talk about me, UPSC के अलावा मेरे पास और कोई चारा नहीं था. Although I had these exams, but once you have cracked prelims, and once you have cracked mains, तो आपके पास और कोई चारा नहीं है. तो आपको लगता है कि फिर से उस पे जाना, फिर से पहले लेवल पे जाना is very tough. तो उस समय पे फिर I did not think anything. फिर I was like कि यही है सब कुछ, अब इसमें जान लगा दो. ठीक है, अब ऊपर वाले ने इतना कर दिया है कि तुम्हारा मेंस भी करवा दिया, तो अब इसमें जान लगा दो. तो आई वुड से दैट डू हैव अ प्लान भी एक पॉइंट के बाद. बट इफ समथिंग ग्रेट इज हैपनिंग इन योर लाइफ, देन उसमें फिर अपनी जान लगा दो. ठीक है, बट देन अगेन थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग व्यू हो सकता है कि मेरे दिमाग में बार बार ये चीज़ भी आती थी कि व्हाट इफ इट डजंट हैपन. मतलब मैं अपनी जान तो पूरी लगा रही हूँ, बट व्हाट इफ इट डजंट हैपन. तो फिर थोड़ा फिर वो मैं दूसरे एग्जाम्स की तरफ भी थोड़ा जा ही रही थी. लाइक आई वाज डूइंग द टाइपिंग टेस्ट फॉर SSC एंड एवरीथिंग. तो यार अपॉर्चुनिटी मैंने कोई मिस नहीं की है तो मैं बोलूँगी, बट हैविंग अ प्लान बी इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट.
वो आपके मेंटल इजीनेस के लिए अच्छा है।
हाँ यार, मतलब अगर मैं उस समय इंटरव्यू के लिए पढ़ रही थी तो मेरे को कहीं ना कहीं ये थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स था कि ठीक है, ये वाला एग्जाम भी निकला हुआ है, चलो क्या पता है इसमें ही हो जाए, ये नहीं होता है तो ये हो जाए। एंड इवन व्हेन मेरा रिजल्ट आने वाला था तभी यूपी पीसीएस का आई थिंक प्रीलिम्स उसी ड्यूरेशन में था, तो मैं वो एग्ज़ाम भी देकर आई थी तब भी। तो मतलब आई ऑलवेज ऐड कि हाथ पैर तो मैं हर जगह मारूंगी यार, फिर जो होगा वो खुदा की देन है,
कुछ तो मिलेगा
कुछ
इंशाल्लाह।
तो मिलेगा इंशाल्लाह यार।
अच्छा, ऐसा भी होता है जैसे आजकल लोग जॉब के साथ यूपीएससी कर रहे हैं, आपको क्या लगता है जॉब के साथ यूपीएससी करना खुद में एक बड़ा टास्क है?
Like you if you are doing a job, then you should, and if you have like interest in reading about things, and if you really want to do UPSC, then you can manage anything. Because I have seen people who are already in services, they crack again with a better rank and get into a better service. So yes, it's a good option. I mean, you can do it. But again, I would say that these people are alag level ke passionate people. For example, I never had that passion. You know, if I am like doing my job, I'm going to focus on it, and बाकी का time, I mean, मुझे ऐसा लगता है personally कि मेरा UPSC वाला चीज़ now it's done. My job part is done. Now it's time for me to focus on my family. You know, my family is again going through a very difficult situation, so they are my priority now. And of course, I wanted to do a lot of things. Preparation के time में मैं सोचती थी कि काश खेल पाती, काश ये गेम सीख पाती. Now this is the time for it. So I go for it like that. Now there are other type of people who get a kick by studying for UPSC, you know. तो उनका दिमाग में यही रहता है कि यार ये job is secondary, I have to prepare for it. Now I respect जिन लोगों का ऐसा passion होता है. तो आई थिंक जॉब के साथ यूपीएससी वही लोग कर सकते हैं, दोज हु हैव दैट पैशन फॉर दिस एग्जाम, दैट यस आई वांट टू स्टडी. आई मीन आई वांट टू बी आईएएस आईपीएस, वो अलग चीज़ है. पहला पैशन होता है आई वांट टू स्टडी. लाइक आई कैन गो बैक टू माई प्लेस एंड आई कैन स्टडी. अगर 6 बजे भी मैं घर पहुंच रहा हूँ तो मैं 1 बजे तक पढ़ सकता हूँ, फिर अगली सुबह आ सकता हूँ. एंड वी हैव सर्टेन एग्जाम्पल्स, तो यस इट इज़ पॉसिबल.
हिंदी मीडियम वालों का परसेंटेज थोड़ा कम रहता है सिलेक्शन में, ऐसा क्यों होता है? मतलब आपको पर्सनली क्या लगता है कि कोई प्रॉब्लम है या फिर क्या इशू है?
यार कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
हिंदी मीडियम वालों का परसेंटेज हमेशा लाइक बहुत कम रहता है. मैंने
like in the selection list.
Yeah, in the selection
so
list.
maybe the less people are writing. Have you guys ever compared? Because I do not have those data and stats with me.
Yeah, I have
तो
compared.
जितने लोग लिख रहे हैं उनके हिसाब से कम रहता है. Okay.
मतलब जो फाइनल रिजल्ट आता है उसमें हिंदी मीडियम वालों का सिलेक्शन काफी कम रहता है.
Okay.
हाँ
यार I think मतलब I remember there's this AIR1 Shruti, she was with us, and she had like very less command over Hindi in comparison to English, but उसका first attempt में she गलती से कुछ technical error की वजह से मेंस में हिंदी मीडियम उसने कर दिया था. But she you know, उसका मेन सिर्फ 1 मार्क से रह गया था तब भी. तो like in 3 months she prepared well with Hindi also. तो मुझे उस एग्जाम्पल को सोचती हूँ तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मे बी देर इज सम टेक्निक का एरर द पीपल हु आर मे बी राइटिंग, एंड इट्स नॉट अबाउट लैंग्वेज, मे बी इट्स अबाउट हाउ दे आर राइटिंग द आंसर्स. सो आई कैन नॉट कॉमेंट ऑन इट पर से, but through this example I can say that if you are writing good answers in a good handwriting, no matter what your language is, you will get through it. I think when I got selected, so I won't reveal the name, but we were like 3-4 people who were giving interview and writing mains at that time, and I was not very impressed with one person who was writing Hindi mein answers. And when I used to read his answers, I usused to feel like kya likh raha hai ye aur kyun likhta hai ye aisa. And that person got a better rank than me, landed up in IAS. So I guess the exam has too much subjectivity in it. So language, I think it doesn't matter, I guess. Language doesn't matter. If you're comfortable in it, writing it in a good handwriting, and you have the proper strategy to tackle with the answers, and you are able to work on your answers, then no matter आपका language क्या, you will get through it.
जैसे आजकल लोग बोल रहे हैं कि प्रीलिम्स जो है बहुत टफ होता जा रहा है, तो उसके लिए आप क्या एडवाइस करेंगी? मॉक ज़्यादा लगाने हैं या फिर PYQ पे ज़्यादा फोकस करना है?
Okay. So I would be very honest. What was my strategy? मैं उसके बारे में बताऊंगी. First thing was that I have to revise all my static. तो वो portion करना ही करना है. Like whatever you are reading, वो करना ही करना है. That you cannot replace with anything. Secondly, whenever you are reading your static, always go through previous year question papers to have the right idea of the topics which are being asked, how they are being asked, what language UPSC is exactly using, so that you can eliminate the options. And sometimes few questions, not all the time, few topics get repeated, few questions get repeated. So you get a taste of UPSC out of it. And once you are done with both of these things, then go for mocks. Go for mocks like anything. Like because they give you a sort of practice, which is very much needed. Practice to complete the paper on time. Practice to choose the right option with confidence, because many a times people know what the right option is, but they are not choosing it. But when you have done it in mocks, now when you have that habit of choosing the right answer every time, तो आपको फिर पता लग जाता है, आपका वो कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आप आ जाता है. सो फॉर टाइम मैनेजमेंट, डू मॉक्स. For having the confidence to choose the answer and mark it, do mocks. And to fill the OMR rightly, do mocks. To have your right strategy. Okay, पहला राउंड में ले रहा हूँ, इतना ले रहा हूँ, इतने समय में ले रहा हूँ, दूसरे राउंड में इतना समय, और आधे घंटे पहले OMR भरनी चालू कर देनी है, without any doubt. For that, you definitely need mocks. So I think this should be your strategy.
जैसे आपने बताया आपका सी सेट स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमेटिक था.
आई थिंक वो अभी भी प्रॉब्लमेटिक.
उसको ठीक करने के लिए आपने क्या स्ट्रैटेजी चेंज किया था?
क्योंकि मुझे एक पॉइंट के बाद समझ में आ गया था दैट आई कैन नॉट डील विद वेरी टफ क्वेश्चंस ऑफ CSAT. सो आई ट्राई टू टैकल द ईजियर वंस. एंड व्हाट आई डिड वाज दैट आई चोज द टॉपिक्स व्हिच UPSC asked. I made my 40-50 questions of each type on each question, and I memorized the way they were being done. And this is how I did it in my CSAT का paper. मुझे यार क्या होता है ना, इंसान को अपना कैलिबर समझ में आ जाता है एक पॉइंट के बाद. तो मैंने when I was in Jamia, I did a lot of practice of CSAT, like a lot of practice of CSAT. And that year I scored good in CSAT. So I had that thing in mind कि हाँ ठीक है, CSAT सही हो गया, बट GS में मेरा मामला गड़बड़ हो गया था उस साल. तो मुझे ये समझ में आ गया प्रैक्टिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. बट फिर मुझे ये भी समझ में आ गया कि मैंने प्रैक्टिस किस चीज़ की मैंने वो रिपीटेड क्वेश्चंस ही बार बार किए. तो आई डिड द सेम थिंग इन माई 4th अटेम्प्ट ऑल्सो. आई चोज अ टॉपिक, आई नोट डाउन 50 क्वेश्चंस हर टाइप के, आई डिड देम अगेन एंड अगेन, एंड आई सॉल्व पेपर्स. लाइक वही मैं 2:30 बजे बैठती थी और 7-8 पेपर CSAT के लगा लिए थे. तो उसके बाद फिर somehow I was able to get a decent score in CSAT in my 4th attempt. So this is the only thing which I did for CSAT.
आपने NIT भी निकाला था. तो उस टाइम आपका एडमिशन नहीं हो पाया था, as you mentioned in one of your interview, because of finances. तो अभी क्या लगता है जब आप देखते हो IIT NIT वालों को या कुछ भी, तो ऐसा लगता है कि यार मेरिट तो यार पैसों वालों की जेब में होती है, या फिर ये सब कुछ कभी ऐसा फील होता है?
यार मेरा पर्सनली ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं रहा. मैं बोलती हूँ कि मुझे खुदा ने बहुत नवाजा है, इन अ सेंस कि एक टाइम ऐसा था मेरी लाइफ में व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू see all these people, you know, IITians and everyone, and I used to adore them a lot, that these people study a lot and they reach, you know, they're studying from one of the best institutes, you know, of India. And although I was able to get NIT based on my 12th ka score and my mains का score, but मेरा अंदर से बहुत इच्छा थी कि मैं भी engineering करूँ, like I wanted to go for it. But फाइन, फाइनेंसेस आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, वो तो होता है. लेकिन यार फिर एक पॉइंट के बाद ऐसा हो गया कि ऊपर वाले ने मुझे उसी मकाम पे लाके खड़ा कर दिया जहाँ पे ऑल दीज पीपल आर ऑल्सो देयर. सो एंड व्हेन आई टॉक टू दीज पीपल देयर इज़ नो डिफरेंस. आई डू नॉट फाइंड एनी डिफरेंस. सो आई वुड जस्ट से दैट इट्स नॉट लाइक कि चीज़ें पैसों वाले के हाथ में होती है, कुछ भी होती है. एक पॉइंट के बाद नो, I mean, you cannot buy a seat of such a prestigious institute by money, exactly. Right? So I would say that people work hard, and ये बोलना बहुत आसान हो जाता है कि ऐसी चीज़ हो जाती है, वैसी चीज़ हो जाती है. I think the person who's at any place through nepotism also, he or she also works very hard. Not maybe उस opportunity के लिए उसने उतना hard work नहीं किया, but they work hard. So I think everybody, I think you also work hard so much, and I also work hard, and we all are working hard in our different fields. And so I would say that everyone is working hard, and everyone is at a place where they deserve to be. And if they are not, one day they are going to be there. And if they are not able to reach there, what they want, तो कोई और field उनके लिए decided है. So just keep on doing whatever you are doing, and everything will definitely fall on place.
इंशाल्लाह. मतलब मैं जहाँ तक आपको अभी तक मैंने जाना है, मतलब ऑल्दो इतना फेस टू फेस तो नहीं, पर जो भी चीज़ें मैं काफ़ी टाइम से आपको, लगभग मेरे को 1-1.5 साल हो गया आई फॉलो यू, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा आपने बहुत स्ट्रगल के साथ आप यू फॉट विद अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रगल, लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर. उस टाइम पे आप अपने मेंटल इजीनेस को, कामनेस को कैसे मेंटेन करती थी?
यार struggles always remain same. And so I mean, for example, I should not share, this is very personal, but I mean, I thought ki after selection my life would be easier, but it has become more harder. Like, my mother just got cancer, and that's a very heartbreaking news for me. And nowadays my life is more difficult, जैसे मेरे को पहले लगता था. But I would just say that every difficult situation, no matter what difficult situation is, one person has to stay sane in your family. And it has always been me. Like, since my childhood, I have been trained like this, that I have to be the responsible and the sane person in my family. So that thing helped me a lot. I mean, I've always been the one who is fighting everything for my family. So in school it was for my sister. For example, मेरी बहन को सब कुछ मिलना चाहिए, मुझे मिले ना मिले, she should get everything, you know. क्लास का कोई बच्चा उसको परेशान नहीं करना चाहिए. And while at home we are dealing with our economic struggles, ठीक है. And of course the other issues too, the conflict between parents and other things. So I was always trained to be the one. तो मेरा वो जो ट्रॉमा सहने का क्षमता है वो थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है. So but not everybody is of this mental caliber. So I would just say कि keep one thing in your mind, that every hard time is just temporary. I mean, मेरे लाइफ में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा खिंच गया, अभी भी खिंच ही रहा है, बट आपको ऊपर वाला कभी भी इस पोजीशन में नहीं डालता है कि आप उससे डील ही ना कर सकें. Always keep your eyes open. Always keep looking around you that what is that one thing which can keep you out of it. या कोई तो चीज़ ऐसी होगी जो आपको उस जगह से खींच के बाहर ला सकती है. So every trial is testing your patience, and that is what I kept in my mind. I used to cry a lot. I used to scream a lot. I still cry. Do not scream though, but I still cry. And I did have certain things in my mind, and I still feel very much unstable at many points of time. But I just say कि ये सब temporary है. Maybe God is preparing me for the better thing. And I'm so sorry, I have this very strong faith on, I won't say God or any external energy, but there is something, you know, there is something which always somehow straightens my direction. So I would just say to everyone that no matter चीज़ें कितनी भी ख़राब हो रही हैं, no matter आपको कितने सारे failures मिल रहे हैं, कुछ बहुत ही अच्छा आपका वेट कर रहा है. ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दैट, एंड just be patient, and things will actually fall in place. I mean, they have fallen in place for me, but they will. I mean, if they won't, God will give you that much of energy in you कि आप उस चीज़ को डील कर ले. And I wish everyone all the best. I mean, I hope people are able to deal with their issues.
बिल्कुल. लबासना का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा? एक्चुअली आप मुझे ये बताइए, जब आपका सिलेक्शन हुआ तो आपका फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन कैसा था?
Okay. So I was, of course, I was very stressed, and मैं अपने बेड पे ऐसे करके बैठी हुई थी, and there was this one of my person who used to study with me. He's just like my brother. तो वो इमरान भाई मेरे रूम पे आए थे, and मुझे ज़रूरत थी यार किसी की, क्योंकि देयर वाज नो वन एट ऑल, एंड मेरे बगल में देयर वाज अनदर फ्रेंड ऑफ, नॉट फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन, बट या शी आल्सो गिव लाइक यूपीएससी दैट ईयर. तो उसके रूम से चिल्लाने की आवाज़ आई बिकॉज हर नेम वाज देयर इन द लिस्ट. एंड मेरे अंदर तो उतना एनर्जी नहीं आ रहा था कि मैं यार अपना पीडीएफ भी खोल के देख सकूं. तो आई हैंडेड ओवर माय फोन टू हिम एंड आई सेड आप चेक कर ले भाई. ही चेक्ड एंड ही सेड है नाम है. तो मैंने बोला नाम है ना, तो ही सेड है. एंड आई वाज लाइक ओके नाम है. एंड आई वाज लाइक क्वाइट फॉर हाफ एन आवर और सो. आई मीन मैं चुप क्यों हुई मुझे नहीं पता था, बट उस समय मेरा दिमाग बिल्कुल नंब था. एंड व्हाट आई हैड इन माय माइंड वाज कि this was the day, maybe, this was the day why I dropped modeling. This was the day why I failed UPPCS. This was the day कि कहीं कुछ नहीं हो रहा था. This was the day that all the people were actually bashing at me. This was the day that all the people were judging me like anything, that how the hell a girl from modeling and everything can crack UPSC. This was the day. This is the day. This is the day. That was all going on in my mind, and somehow I gained that courage that I can pick up my call and tell it to my family. And I remember that even my mother was quiet for 2 hours, silent. Because वो एक ऐसा moment होता है for a middle class family कि is this the point जब हमारे सारे issues actually solve हो सकते हैं और we are having this capability कि okay अब हम सुकून से सांस ले सकते हैं. I mean, are you getting that feeling? वो सुकून से सांस लेना. So that was that
समझ
moment.
में ही नहीं आता कि खुश होना है कि रोना है कि क्या करना है.
Yeah, तो I was just quiet. I was quiet.
फिर आपका फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ योर पोस्टिंग एंड पहले आप लबासना का फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस अपना बताइए, कैसा लगा वहाँ जाके?
Okay. So बहुत टाइम तक मेरी प्रिपरेशन के मुझे लबासना के बारे में नहीं पता था, बट जब पता चला तो फैसिनेशन हो गया उस जगह से, और जब मुझे याद है कि जब मैं जा रही थी वहाँ पे पूरे रास्ते पे, आई वॉज जस्ट सो एक्साइटेड कब दिखेगा वो हरे रंग का गेट या काले रंग का या जो भी था. मतलब मेरे माइंड में आई हैड दिस ग्रीन कलर का गेट वाला पिक्चर ऑफ लबासना. सो पूरे रास्ते आई वॉज थिंकिंग जस्ट अबाउट दैट, इवन पैकिंग माई स्टाफ या वट एवर. एंड फाइनली when I saw Labasna, I was like, okay, this is the destination. इसी के लिए तो वेट कर रही थी इतने टाइम से. So I was just very, I mean, there are not many moments when I feel proud on myself, but when I reached there, I literally felt proud on myself. And I was so happy. I couldn't sleep एक रात पहले लबासना जाने से पहले. और I remember, how happy my parents were at that time. I think that was the only point for short duration के लिए when both of my parents and my sister were healthy. And so I had that picture in my mind. And when I entered in Labasna, life became like very different. It was so strict, so disciplined. Every day, I just wanted to look perfect when I'm going to class. I wanted to look like an officer. That was my first interaction with people, after coming into services. So I met a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. I felt very proud of myself that I'm sharing a platform with such bright minds of India, coming from, different fields. There are doctors, MBBS, there are, IITians, there are, a person from different fields. And then when you talk to them, when you share, the same space with them, and also Labasna gives you an equal opportunity to the person who has that particular talent. For example, the sports wale people, they get their opportunity to showcase their talent. I got an opportunity to, do a play in Labasna. Got a best actor also. And I was just so happy. I mean, now every person in Labasna knows me. I was a very underdog earlier, but now people know me because of my talent. So yes, a very good experience overall.
आपकी फर्स्ट पोस्टिंग का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
Okay, so after this long journey of IRMS and so there were a lot of conflicts कि IRMS जो है वो उसका future कैसा होने वाला है, कितनी services होंगी. But फिर finally at the end of the training सब कुछ पहले जैसा ही हो गया जैसे पहले था, with a different name of course. तो I was never very excited posting पे जाने के लिए because I'm a person who, I mean, not, I won't say I'm very, I run from responsibilities, but I would say that I did not wanted to go on posting. Like I wanted to enjoy my probation थोड़ा सा और, because IRMS के चक्कर में सारा probation जो था ना वो turmoil में ही चला गया कि यहाँ जा रहे हैं, ये हो रहा है, कुछ भी ऐसा definite नहीं था. तो मे बी वो probation वाली feel मुझे अच्छे से आई नहीं. So I was not at all ready to go on my posting, but I went on my posting. It was in Jabalpur. I was posted as AFA, Assistant Financial Advisor, Jabalpur, and I had my 6 months of tenure there. And then I got posted in Bhopal now as an ADFM. So overall, I had a good experience. But मैं उतना शायद काम नहीं कर पाई अभी, because of course there were a lot of things which were happening. Like we were shooting for a short film for our service. Our service has completed 100 years, so we are making a short film. So I was busy in that for like 2-3 months, and but now finally I'm getting the exposure of railways and working. So yeah, railway is a good field, and it is in itself a new world, and you get to do a lot. And now when I'm getting exposure, I'm sort of liking it. बट थोड़ा सा मोनोटनी तो आ गई है लाइफ में अभी.
आपके लिए एम्पावरमेंट की क्या डेफिनेशन है?
ओके, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. आई वुड से एम्पावरमेंट इज नॉन डिपेंडेंस या इंडिपेंडेंस. आई वोंट से इंडिपेंडेंस पर से, बट आई वुड से दैट व्हेन यू फील इंडिपेंडेंट फ्रॉम इनसाइड. There may be people who are rich, who are earning well, and there may be people who are, not doing so great, but they feel empowered from inside. Now, I cracked UPSC, but usse pehle bhi I used to feel empowered from inside, because I felt that I'm able to do the things which I want to do. So, empowerment is something for me, when you are able to do the things which you want to do freely, and when what society says or what people says or what judgments they are passing on you, they don't matter for you, and you still do the same thing which you want to do. For example, even after getting into services, I still get my photos clicked. I still like wearing all sorts of dresses or clothes or anything, because that is what I like. That is how I feel I should represent myself. That is how I feel that my life is not just confided with my job. It is more than that. I should play, I should go out, I should I should explore places. So for me, empowerment is when you are able to choose what you want to choose, no matter whether you have money or not, no matter whether you are whether you have that equal support or not. You are able to do the things for yourself. You are choosing yourself every day. You are doing your things every day without getting impacted by what people are saying. So I guess that is empowerment.
Exactly. Means उतना फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. You just have to do whatever you want to do.
So whatever you're gonna do, people are going to question you. If आज 10 लोग question कर रहे हैं, कल शायद 5 लोग करें. ठीक है, but you will always be surrounded by questions. But if you are feeling happy about yourself, if you are satisfied with yourself, if you have faith in God, and you know that you are not doing anything wrong with anyone, you are just loving yourself, and you don't have any hate for anyone, so means कुछ गलत तो आप कर ही नहीं रहे हो ना. What you are doing is you are just trying to get into a place where you always wanted to be.
You are listening yourself.
Yes, you're choosing yourself. So what's wrong in that?
आपको क्या लगता है सोसाइटी और फैमिली का कितना रोल होता है हमारी सक्सेस में?
यार बहुत ज़्यादा रोल होता है फैमिली का. सोसाइटी I don't know. I don't care, to be very honest, because society has been very harsh over me. And society does include my relatives. They have been very harsh. They are still very harsh. So I would say that leave the society. Family, yes, family का बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है. Family is an inspiring factor. Family है जो आपको मोटिवेट करती है हर दिन पढ़ाई करने के लिए. Family है जिसने आपके लिए हमेशा से सब कुछ किया है, and उनके लिए कुछ करना है सिर्फ ये सोच के एक UPSC एस्पिरेंट रोज पढ़ने के लिए बैठता है. तो I would say respect it. Respect if you have a family. And yes, I'm very happy that I always had that motivating, that supporting family with me. They couldn't support me with money, but they have supported me with their prayers. They have supported me every day with their motivation, with their trust on me. So I would say that yes, family plays an important role. And please, please, please leave the society. Do not care about society. Society will be having problems with you each and every day. So society, please mark this, can never be supportive no matter what you are doing. Only when you reach at some point, then people would come and appreciate you. Before that, you are zero for them. So leave the society, care about your family, and keep doing what you are doing.
यूट्यूब कितना हेल्पफुल होता है प्रिपरेशन फेज में? मतलब जैसे आजकल तो बहुत ओवरलोडेड हो गया है सोशल मीडिया, यूपीएससी से लेके। अच्छा, इसमें एक और मेरा क्वेश्चन था, जैसे दिखाते हैं यूपीएससी के, आप रील देखते होंगे, ऑफिसर्स आते हैं, बैकग्राउंड म्यूज़िक बहुत ज़्यादा हाइप करके। तो जब आप ऐसे, अब आप रियल लाइफ जी रहे हो, तो आपको ये सब देख के क्या लगता है? हंसी आती है या फिर मतलब ऐसा कुछ है इसमें?
Yeah, it's all about how much glamour you are associating with it. Like, glamour is not always negative. Like, sometimes when we aspirants, like, if I consider myself as an aspirant and watching an IAS officer coming out of his car, and, when I see that people are respecting him, I get that motivation. I feel like I want to be like him. So there's nothing wrong in it, I would say. But yes, when if somebody is getting inspired by it, it is good. But when you are like harming some resources or anything, then it may not be the right thing to do. But I would say that I think YouTube is good only. I mean, what's bad in it? I mean, if there is some officer and people are opening a door for him and he's coming out of it, and if he's getting that amount of respect, तो भाई उसने कमाई है उतनी respect अपनी life में. And that is the point. That is that YouTube wala thing which actually inspires a lot of people out there sitting at old Rajendra Nagar, sitting anywhere else. एक गांव में बैठा हुआ बच्चा वो वीडियो देखेगा और सोचेगा मुझे यहाँ पहुंचना है, इसी वजह से उस वीडियो को देख देख के वो रोज पढ़ाई करेगा.
बहुत सारे दिन ऐसे होते हैं कि हमारा पढ़ने का ही नहीं मन करता.
Exactly.
Then we start to scroll the screen.
Exactly.
And कुछ तो motivation
and then
मिल जाए.
So motivation is like a dose for you. ठीक है. तो हर बार क्या होता है ना कि यार हम लोग सब बोलते हैं अंदर से आना चाहिए, अंदर से आना चाहिए. कई बार नहीं आता. ठीक है, कई बार आपको ऐसे एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स लाने होते हैं अपने पास. स्पेशली जिन लोगों के बहुत सारे अटेम्प्ट हो चुके हैं, जो लोग एक जगह पे नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हैं, उन लोगों को ज़रूरत होती है. तो ठीक है यार, मतलब whoever is doing whatever, let them do, let them enjoy. Why you have to question why this person is coming like this out of car? Oh my God, he's just doing it for views. Oh my God, he just wants to get famous. Oh my God, let him be famous. He has done that. He has earned that. So yeah, I mean it's normal.
जैसे क्या है ना, सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन ओवरलोडेड भी है. जैसे आप अगर कभी मुझे कोई हिस्ट्री का कोई टॉपिक अगर देखना हो, तो वो सब रिसोर्सेज बहुत ज़्यादा ओवरलोड है. तो उस सब में कैसे हम उनको कंसाइज कर सकते हैं?
Okay. So what I did was that I just stick to my notes, and that is what you have to keep in your mind, that stick to your notes wherever you have got those notes. कोचिंग से आए हैं या कहीं से भी आए हैं, keep those notes with you, memorize them again and again and do that. That is your basic source. उसके बाद फिर बहुत सारे sources तो आते रहेंगे ना. Over a period of time, by reading previous year के question papers और toppers के answers, आपको पता लग जाएगा कि notes में कौन सी चीज़ की कमी है और कौन सी चीज़ आपको add करनी है. फिर वो आप कहीं से भी ऐड कर सकते हो. उसके लिए बहुत सारा मटेरियल है, बस उतना लीजिए जितना आप कर सकते हैं. दैट इज हाउ यू हैव टू कंसाइज इट फॉर योरसेल्फ. एंड व्हेन यू डू प्रिपरेशन, एक पॉइंट के बाद आपको समझ में आ जाता है कि आपका दिमाग इतना ही ग्रास्प कर सकता है, और आप कितने भी आंसर, आप जब आंसर्स लिखते हो आपको पता लगता है कि इतना ही इन्फॉर्मेशन इसमें यूज़ हो रहा है. और आपको आना चाहिए कि एक लिमिटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन से आप अलग अलग तरीके से आंसर्स कैसे लिख सकते हैं, कैसे उस लिमिटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन को अलग अलग आंसर्स में फिट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज ऑल व्हाट यू हैव टू डू.
पहले लोग आपकी फ़ोटोज़ वगैरह देखते थे इंस्टाग्राम पे, अभी आपसे इंस्टाग्राम पे या फिर कहीं भी बुक लिस्ट वगैरह मांगते होंगे. आपको कैसा फील होता है? इतना चेंज एकदम आए हैं लोगों के अंदर.
यार when it comes to Instagram, तो मतलब although I look like I'm very active on Instagram, but I just go there, I upload something and I come back. I'm not a very reel wala person, and there मतलब I'm really sorry for a lot of people, but I do see some text, but I don't get time to see all the text. So people do ask me questions and I reply मुझसे जितना हो सकता है, like ऊपर वाले, but there are just a lot of messages and you cannot reply to everyone. I mean, that is why I think I keep on giving podcasts so that some or the other way लोगों के पास information पहुंच जाए. So of course I feel good, but I mean, what can I do? I mean, अभी ये याद दिला दिया तुमने. What I'll do is कि now I'm gonna check my inbox and I'll try to reply people if they're asking me regarding book list or anything. Thank you for that.
ऐसा लोग बोलते हैं कि जो बेसिकली जिनका बैकग्राउंड टॉपर्स का रहता है वही लोग यूपीएससी निकालने में सक्षम हैं ज़्यादातर. तो ये मिथ है कि रियलिटी है?
Myth ही है यार, of course. I mean, you see a lot of people like this movie 12th Fail. I mean, that's the biggest example. So, I mean, yes, anybody can crack UPSC, but not just in any way. Anyone can crack UPSC with the right direction. I won't say कि कोई भी आ जाएगा कहीं से भी and they will start study anything and they'll crack it. No, you need a mentor, you need a support, you need that right direction. So if you have that right direction, so no matter what your background is, you can crack it. Because I never had a very good background. I've studied from KV. My college was a sarkari one. ठीक है, it had no exposure to UPSC and nothing. And I picked it up from very basic ABCD बोल लो उसे. So if I can do it, yes, anybody can do it. But I had the direction. I have landed up in the institutes which guided my preparation. So if you have the right direction, then of course your background doesn't matter.
कुछ ऐसा है जो आपको लगता है बाहर समाज में जो सिलेक्टेड ऑफिसर्स हैं उनके बारे में कुछ अफवाह है या कुछ भी गलत चीज़ है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए?
मेरा ये मानना है कि आप कितना भी अच्छा कर लें सोसाइटी के लिए, या कोई भी ऑफिसर है वो कितना भी अच्छा कर ले, हमेशा क्या बोलते हैं उसे इंसान होने का रूम देना चाहिए. तो अब सोसाइटी का प्रॉब्लम ये है कि if it sees one negativity, it ignores all the good things a person has done. So मुझे नहीं पता like what अफवाह or what things goes on, what things go on in society, but I would just say that always give people the room to be a human being. Whether it's a celebrity, whether it's an officer, whether he's or she's anyone, or it's me also. We are human beings. We can do mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes would be hidden. Sometimes they will be in public. Just give us that room. Do not just be judgmental and do not just throw your judgments on people, because it impacts their mental state. So I would just say that, and of course to the officers I would say that ignore the afwas. What else can I say? So I would just say that always give people that room, that yes, they are human beings, they can commit mistakes, and let them commit mistakes. Treat them as normal human beings. Do not worship anyone. Do not feel like that this person is a perfect human being and they are always just going to do this, right things at the right time. That's it.
कुछ टिप्स देना चाहेंगी लड़कियों के लिए? बिकॉज लड़कियों को थोड़ा चाहिए, आगे बढ़ना है ना, कुछ ऐसा?
I would say that being a girl itself is such a power. I feel a lot of power inside me when I consider myself that yes, I'm a woman. I'm capable of many things. I'm capable of enduring that pain which nobody else can. And the biggest thing I'm capable of, that I can do multiple works with the same sane mind without getting myself distracted or disturbed. I have that whole social pressure on me and I can still handle my my daily chores and my inner strength. So I would say, girls, you can do anything. Just have that confidence inside you that it's you who can do that. I mean, girls are doing so well in every field. There's nothing which a man can do and a girl cannot. So I would just give this one tip that no matter what happens, no matter what people are saying, have faith in you. I am saying, even after being an officer, I get questioned each and every day, by my batchmates, by people around me, maybe by seniors, by society, even by my family. But one thing which keeps on moving me is that I'm doing the right thing, and if I am committing mistake, it's okay. I will make it fine, and I have faith in me that I can make it fine, and I can make things happen. And I would say I'm being biased towards my gender. I'm so sorry for that, but we girls are best and we can do just anything.
एग्जैक्टली वी
Yeah.
आर द बेस्ट. अच्छा, कुछ ऐसा इसमें रिलीजन बायस्ड भी होता है क्या गर्ल्स में थोड़ा, जैसे मुस्लिम्स में थोड़ा ज़्यादा इशू होते हैं लड़कियों को लेकर के, वो उतना बाहर नहीं, इंडिपेंडेंस नहीं है उतनी, फ्रीडम नहीं है उतनी, और प्रेशर भी थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है.
आई वुड से यार मतलब पर्सनली मैंने अपनी लाइफ में ऐसा कुछ फेस नहीं किया. माई फैमिली हैज़ बीन वेरी सपोर्टिव एंड दे हैव सपोर्टेड मी विद एवरी प्रोफेशन, विद एवरीथिंग वट एवर आई हैव डन. बट येस, आई डू सी गर्ल्स अराउंड मी who are not allowed to go out, who are not allowed to read or to study, and there are certain restrictions जो उन पे लगाए जाते हैं. और सबसे बड़ा रेस्ट्रिक्शन होता है कि जल्दी शादी कर लो, उम्र निकली जा रही है, पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है. तो मैं आई एम नॉट बीइंग बायस्ड, बट हो सकता है ये सारे ही रिलीजन में हो सकता है कोई परंपराएं ही ऐसी ठीक है. हो सकता है कि हम लोग नोटिस करते तो शायद हमें मुसलमानों में वो चीज़ ज़्यादा देखने को मिलती हो, तो आई वुड से दैट पीपल आर जस्ट same everywhere. If they want to put restrictions, they are going to put restrictions. So this is my humble request from everyone, irrespective of religion. But people that as I said, we girls have a lot of capabilities, we just do not get that support. और हम लोग इतनी ओबीडियंट होती है कि हमें अपने घरों से भाग के कुछ करने का मन नहीं करता है. We want our parents to be safe, we want our parents to listen to us, we want our parents to be supportive for us, and we respect them a lot. तो हम लोग अपने आप को सैक्रिफाइस कर देते हैं आप लोगों के लिए. हम बस इतना चाहते हैं कि इफ़ वी वांट टू डू समथिंग, प्लीज़ लेट अस डू दैट थिंग ऑल्सो.
फिर आप यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
ओके, एज पूरा बात का जो हम सारांश कर रहे हैं वो यही है कि लाइफ इज़ नॉट ईजी. और even if you see ki a person is a son of the richest or the he's a billionaire or anyone, still life is tough for everyone. If you are facing certain issues, they must be facing certain different issues. So just have faith in yourself. I mean, do your individual stuff. Do not see what other peoples have done. Do not see these do not listen to people a lot. Believe in yourself, do whatever you are doing, and always have this I would say Hitler wala attitude, not in a positive sense, in a way ki I am right, I'm doing things right, and things will happen with me on a right time. But theek hai, I can take things from here and there, but just positive ones, just the things which are going to give me progress. Nothing itna sa bhi kuch negative nahi. ठीक है, leave the negativity, take all the positivity, work the way you are working, and you are going to reach the spot which you deserve.
एक चीज़ मेरे लिए पर्सनली, मैंने आपकी मिमिक्री देखी है.
अरे बाप रे.
एक छोटी सी मेरे लिए प्लीज.
Okay, I just remember that same dialogue and I do it everywhere.
It's okay, चलेगा, it's okay, चलेगा.
Okay, so the same dialogue, Tanu Weds Manu Returns वाला, right? Okay. It goes like this कि शर्मा जी थारी लुगाए लागे तो मेरी जैसी, पर मैं थारी लुगाए नासू. मारा नाम कुमारी कुसुम सांगवान से, यो मेरी सहेली से पिंकी. हम दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी रामजस कॉलेज में पढ़सू. स्पोर्ट कोड से एडमिशन लिया, नेशनल लेवल के एथलीट सू. जिला जज्जर 124507 और फोन नंबर में 2 कोना.
थैंक यू.
Okay.
तो गाइज, लेट्स डन ओवर हियर. मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में. Till then, tata, bye bye.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Shabana, for the wonderful podcast.
Thank you.